Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another Monobattle upload. This is going to be between Team Red and Team Blue on Kimeran Refuge. Alright, in the bottom side of the map we have the blue team featuring the blue Protoss player Infection, the blue Protoss player Memphisa. Wow, Memphisa? That's hard to say. We're going to call him Memphis. The blue Zerg player Lamanita. And the blue Protoss player Rush Die. Which is funny because Team Blue is talking about rushing the heck out of them. Meanwhile, up top we have the North team, the red Protoss player. It is some fat guy. The red Zerg player, what does that say? Spectrum. These are really hard names. Spectre Serum. The other red Zerg player, Manny. Thank you so much, Manny. And the red Zerg player, Orange Orangutan. Alright, so we have Orangutan, Manny, Spectre Serum, some fat guy, Rush Die, Lamanite, Memphis, and Infection. Okay, this is not too bad at all. Look at this though, proxy stuff going down right now. Triple Gateway coming down from Infection and... is it all Infection? This is all Infection stuff. Alright, so that does get scouted by the Overlord. He sees what is going on here now. What can each player make is the question of the day. Select larva, and can I not see what they're doing? I don't think I can see what they're doing. Alright, that's fine. That is A-okay. It looks like we have Zealot. So, one blue Protoss has Zealot. This guy is now, Infection is just now finishing up his gateways. What can he make? Zealot. Is that two Zealot? Double Zealot here. Our Zerg player is... I still can't select the larva because there are no to select. Oh, that's the problem. There you are. No! I want to see what it is. Come on. Give me a larva. Oh, you're the worst. Okay, here it is. Select larva and infestors. Okay, infestors over there. And this guy can make adepts. Alright, so adept, zealot, infestor for Team South. Meanwhile, we have Team North, Team Red, which can do Dark Templar. Fine. Dark Templar. Dang it all. Give me a larva. Do it. Give me a larva. There it is. Ling. Alright, so Dark Templar, Ling. What? Is that Overlord? What was that? Alright, and... I don't know, something here too. Alright, we'll come back to this one. So the Lings are heading out to try to kill those Adepts. We do have some Zealots rocking around trying to kill whatever they can find, which is going to be okay because I don't know that the Zerg player can do anything right now. It does have Spine Crawlers popping up. There are two of them, which is good. Killing the Creep Tumor, a good decision there too. This probe running around for Team Red. Desperately trying to make something happen. The static defense is real, except they're not burrowed. Hurry up and burrow! Oh my gosh, why weren't you burrowed? That's a problem. Okay, one is up. Queen's stabbing away here too. There's really nowhere for the Zealots to go here. Ling's going to try to knock down this hatchery if they can, which seems like an excellent choice. Okay, you come here. What can you... I don't understand. What can't... Alright, I don't know what's happening here. Zealots are going to take out that hatch as well. This one does manage to survive. The Adepts show up to chase away the Lings. Meanwhile, this one's definitely going to fall. Static defense not really doing a great job here. Don't forget for detection, says Lamanite. Throwing up the Spine Crawler Wall of Doom to make sure no Zealots come up here whatsoever. Are these all cannons? These are all cannons trying to come up at the Zealots. Oh, the Zealots sniff them all out. This entire little static defense structure is going to be canceled. Don't walk up that ramp, though. You will absolutely die. Lings get in here, though. Oh, Infection's the one with all the Zealots up north, and he is absolutely losing all of his probes. In the meantime, that is a bad look there. Run, get out of there. He is going to run. A desperation ping there. More Zerglings heading on down. Zealots coming to defend their own homeland, and the Adepts coming to chase them away. That's a lot of dead units, though. Alright, so look, production tab here. Is it Queen? Are you just on Queen, Manny? That has to be what you're doing, right? Queen. So Queen, Ling, Corruptor. I don't know how good Corruptor's going to be here. We have seen that before. Have we seen it in the Monobattle? I don't know. Alright, so we'll pay attention to what's happening here. So it's basically going to be static defense for Team North to deal with this incredibly heavy rush composition of Zealots and Adepts, none of which can shoot up, which is a huge problem here. Meanwhile, can anything these guys are doing shoot up is the question. I guess there are Queens. Queens can do infested Terrans. which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. All right, so the Lings do manage to sneak on back home. A lot of cannons up here, too. Spinecrawler being thrown down to assist at the same time. There's nowhere the Zealots can really go, but they are denying expansions pretty well, except for this one, as the Spines are desperately trying to get over it here, but they need creep tumors. You have enough for a creep tumor, Queen. Get on in there and do that thing. Do it. More Zealots popping on out. All right, it's going to be a lot of Zealots. Again, if I remember correctly, both Infection and this guy was Zealot. Memphis, right? Yeah, Memphis is Zealot too. All right, so it's going to be a lot of Zealots and Adepts and Infestors for Team South. Meanwhile, Team North, looks like we have Corruptors, which is going to be very, very good, all things considered. And here come the Zealots. Oh, DTs. Wait, defensive DTs? Yeah, defensive DTs. All right, so they killed a Changeling. Look at how disgusting this stuff looks when there's creep on top of it. It is so gross. All right, trying to go for it. Here are the Zealots. There's a lot of static defense, though. Woo! Losing yet another Zealot. Oh, he does get evaporated as he's just trying to escape, just trying to run for his life here. Overlord scouting things on out there too. Popping up here are Adepts. They want to see what they can kill. They could probably maybe kill that base. I don't know. DTs might want to chase them down or just kill this base. Adepts, get it before there are cannons. But you know what? There are DTs here too, so that is not going to happen. Bad luck. Bad luck. Here come the Infestors hit squad. Infestor hit squads. Gonna throw down some infested Terrans. There they go. Infested Terran eggs. Aw, so adorable. Popping right on in. And yes, they can actually not... The DPS on infested Terrans can't be upgraded, but it's not bad in the early game. So look at that. Taking out a pylon with the help of their Adept friends too. Small group of Zealots heading on north. Why are these guys shiny and those guys aren't? Is it the Purifier skin? Is that what that is? Or Tal'Darim skin or something like that? Probably something along those lines. The thing is, if they're being actively attacked, infested Terrans are bad. So, Infection says, we can break them. We can break them here. If everybody comes, all the Zealots, all the Adepts, all the infested Terrans, rock this. We can get inside, is what he says. He believes, man. He believes. Greater Spire finishing here for Orangutan. So, definitely going for Broodlord. All right, that's fun. I do like to see Broodlords in my day. Everyone over here, says Infection. This is going to be our staging ground. Dun, 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 dun. Meanwhile, we have a big... Oh, a DT drop. DT drop over here. So luckily, there's a cannon. And it's very well placed, too. Look at how well placed that cannon is. So it's going to die. Yep, DT. Not going to make anything happen here. The DT player not doing as well as I would expect him to. All things considered. Just losing a lot of DTs. Hasn't really killed much of anything at all. Cannon's well placed to shut those suckers down. DTs are better when you don't know they're coming, and considering you know that your opponent's going DT, it's difficult to make it work. So, here it is. Infection says, charge! Upgrades here, non-existent at all. Throwing in, like, 4 infested Terrans for the 18 infestors that are here. I'm not sure why. I guess saving more for the high ground will work out pretty well. Desperately trying to kill cannons, trying to kill static defense, actually doing okay with it. Infested Terrans killing a lot of stuff here too, and yes, he was right. He can break it. Some fat guy actually leaves the game. Team North down a player thus far. This is not looking good at all. More Zealots getting warped in. Good Warp Prism usage here, sneaking up some Zealots to kill some drones over in that location. This Zealot trying to deal with a hatchery that's popping up there. There are Corruptors on the way, but there are not actually any Broodlords at this point. No, there are Broodlords. I'm a giant liar. So here it is. Broodlords lying down. Okay, so trying to use mind control there. Oh my gosh, what is that? Neural Parasite. Using Neural Parasite to temporarily change the minds of those Broodlords. And does that mean that any Broodlings they toss down are permanently for the other team? Is that what this is? So Queen Broodlord doing fairly well here. Burning down everything that is that way, but this base is gone. Some fat guy is completely dead. These Zealots chasing everything over here. There's nothing to defend on this way either. The Queen's not necessarily a good match for them. That hatch does end up falling to the Adepts. Zealots wrecking this base here. So Team South looking okay. They are alive. They've killed a player. They probably killed 2 players. By this point, there's just not much here at all for Spectre Serum. Zealots trying to get good angles on the Queens, and once they're on top of them, they do fairly well. It's just the fact that there are Broodlords defending that are causing a lot of problems for these Zealots. The free units, man, are darn near good. However, this base completely down. Again, fighting against Broodlings, not what you want to do here, Zealots. Focus something down, man. Focus down a hatchery. Focus down some workers. Get rid of that spawning pool. Oh, the Queen sniped down the Warp Prism, though. That was a good play. That was definitely a good play indeed. The Broodlords, man, coming back. Zealots, Adepts, trying to sneak on in here, but they do so terribly against buildings. Here come the Broodlings, trying to kill everything that they can. And Psionic Transfer will be used to escape eventually. More Zealot attacks up here. Zealots versus Queens on both sides of the map, east side and west side. To this point, there's a Warp Prison for some fat guy sitting there, but he's completely gone from the game. His resources will be split among his friends, but I think he's dead. Like, he's out at this point. Nothing left at all. Once again, Broodlords are forced to save the day. As long as the Broodlords are playing defense, though, I don't know. I feel like Team South might have the ability to do this thing. We have a lot of bases being taken by Team South. Team North has not been able to expand very well at all. The Zealots have been impressive most of the game here. The Adept count looking great for Rush or Die. Fantastic for Rush or Die. How many does he have? Adept 29 Adepts at this stage of the game. Coming up with offensive Spine Crawlers and Broodlords to take down these gateways. I like that. I like what I'm seeing here. Broodlings from destructed buildings and straight up Broodlings. Nope, just regular straight up Broodlings here. Going to go to take out these buildings. Meanwhile, infested Terrans are rocking around trying to kill stuff. A lot of static defense being tossed up here as well. Again, static defense seems to be the unit of choice for Team North. And you know what? It might actually allow them to live. So this Zealot, man, 15 kills. He is a master now up to 16. They got stabbed in the face by a Spinecrawler, and he is dead. He is completely dead. So Broodlord count, I think, is what we need to pay attention to right here. Broodlord count is currently 10. 10's a big number. 10's a big number. Infection says, go through here. Kill all these stuff. Can't necessarily blame him for it. These Broodlings are playing defense. These Broodlings are playing offense because there's nothing that can really kill them. Nothing can kill these guys. Don't go home. No, Orangutan, why are you going home? You need to actually push forward here. Nothing can kill you from Team South. Nothing. Neuroparasite is a bit of a problem, I guess, but Broodlings can't hit other Broodlords. Or Broodlords can't hit other Broodlords, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, Broodling Strike looking okay. There's that +1 flyer attack coming up here too. Getting +2 flyer just about to finish. Spectre Serum is gone, man. GG for me. Spectre Serum is out. Out of it there. These guys are trying to run, but there's unfortunately an observer here from some fat guy. Some fat guy actually does something in the game. Does manage to kill a couple infestors there just because he left detection at a nice location there. Taking this base is Orangutan. And again, the Broodlords, if they just push, again, there's nothing that can be done from Team South. So, I mean, at the best case scenario, Team South wins a base race. That's it. That's all they can do. More spines being tossed on up. Spines everywhere. Spines all day long. Sneaking up here with Psionic Transfer. Can they get through? Can they kill some stuff? They are. They're going to try to kill some of these queens, and that's it. Spectre Serum is out. Manny with his queens is just not enough. Not enough against this number of Adepts. +2 attack on these. Get also +1 shield. An interesting decision, if I do say so myself here. Broodlords raining down fire from above, trying to kill these infested Terrans that are so slow, but hit pretty hard. Can they kill this Broodlord? And no, they can't. They expire before too long here. Adepts are still killing everything that they can from Manny's base, but man, the Broodlord's killing everything as well. Heading down south. Spine. These guys kind of got trapped trying to get out of there, unfortunately for them. But again, I just think, like, call me crazy, but I think Orangutan really just needs to head on out with the Broodlords and just kill stuff, because nothing can kill you. Nothing. Yes, you have to be worried about continued Zealot attacks into this massive Spinecrawler wall here with Broodlord support. Yikes. How many Zealots have died in this game? I can't see. I can't see. Alright, so they're all gone. Once again, trying to do stuff with infested Terrans and some Adepts getting mixed in here too. The Spines are for real. The Broodlords are for real. Broodlings from the top and the left side Adepts need to go. They need to just get out, and they are. They're trying to escape anyway. Broodlord count is now standing at 16, 17 Broodlords in the air. Here come the infestors, but oh, they're dead. So Fungled, like I said, Fungal is something that they can do. It's just not super great. Doesn't do enough damage to actually take down the Broodlords, which is kind of what you need to do if you're Team South. So here we go. Broodlords finally heading on down. I know you have to worry about these consistent attacks, but just send 10 of them. Send 5 of them up, and you're going to be just fine here. Look at these guys go. Broodlings, how are their upgrades? No upgrades on them whatsoever, which is a bit of a problem. That's a lot of dead probes, too. Probes getting surrounded and destroyed here, trying to take this base away from a drone. That's not going to happen. The Broodlings showed up. The Big Brothers showed up at the playground, and all of these probes are dead except for 3. Go through up top, says Infection. We can't. We have to base race this thing. We just have to kill them before they come and start to kill us. Exactly correct. Another small group of infested Terrans shows up there. Infection saying they're out of position, but I'm not sure that they are. Yeah, there are some Broodlords here, but there are still defensive Broodlords flying back and forth here and split into two groups, which I like. I like quite a bit. If I was Team North, I would just be pooling all my money and sending it to Orangutan forever and ever. Amen. Because Mass Broodlord is going to win this game. It just is. Heading up north here is Lemonita. Team South doing a great job of it. But once again, anywhere there are Broodlords, it's just a bad feeling here. The Zealots are doing what they can, but it just feels so futile. If the upgrades were better on the Broodlings, I feel like this would go better for the Broodlord player. But as it stands, the Zealots, man, hanging on with that +2 attack and +2 armor. Just so good against static defense. Not perfect, right? They don't just walk through the spine crawlers, but can they get this hatch? They certainly can. Down goes the hatch. Orangutan loses it. The Zealots are surrounded, and they will die eventually. But, man, it takes a long time for them to be destroyed. And there we go. Another attack on up here. Adepts just trying to kill what they can. Is this actually hurting the frame rate on my computer because there are so many Adepts? Feels like that might be the case. Another small attack up here. Broodlings taking down a forward pylon. Adepts using psionic transfer to get on through here. There's some observers rushing around here too. Spine crawlers killing what they can. Zealot count 14 and 12. I mean, there aren't that many Zealots, actually. Surprisingly low number right now. I suppose a lot of them have been completely destroyed to this point. Infection says, we got to coordinate, you guys. We got to get in there and coordinate to kill these Zerging players. Ooh, getting the Greater Spire is not a bad move. Spine's desperately trying to save the Greater Spire. Queen's not working together to do it either. Big old attack here of Adepts. They do manage to take down everything, but a lot of Adepts dying here before they can psionic transfer out. They do manage to get out, though. And, hey, look at that. The Greater Spire survived. I think Transfuses kept that sucker alive longer than it naturally should have. Single Broodlord just flying down. +2 attack on these guys. The Broodling Strike hits hard right now. But, again, I'd love to see the Broodlings have more attack upgrades and defense upgrades themselves. Because, yeah, I mean, right now they're fine. It just takes too long for them to kill the Zealots. They're not going to lose, obviously, because they're free eternal units, but yeah, as it stands, not going to go very well for the Broodlings overall. Another attempt on this space by Rush. Man alive, Team South is being aggressive, and they really have to be, too. They have to be, because they cannot deal with the Broodlords. If they just keep Team North on their back foot, force them to mine out, force them to base race, Broodlings or Broodlords are so slow, I think they might be able to just do this thing. Yeah, entirely possible. So here we go. This base is under assault. Another big attack by Adepts up here to the left side of the base. +3 attack on these Adepts. I will have you know. They're just killing everything. I don't know how you could actually focus anything at this point. There's a lot of Broodlords. There's a lot of Spines. There's a hatchery being morphed in here too. And they do manage to get on out. More and more Zealots are being killed. I'm not sure if they actually get... Yeah, they get kills for killing Broodlings, which is good for them, but when you're dead, I'm not sure who actually cares. Big old group of Zealots up here running now. Trying to come on through. Glowy Zealots trying to get through the Spine Crawler wall with Broodlord support. Here it is. It's like World War I. Just charging into trenches. Losing people just so you can take 6 inches of ground. That's exactly what this looks like. Yeah, they killed a bunch of Spine Crawlers, but so many Zealots died. So many Zealots died. These Broodlords actually going to work. Good job, Broodlords. Kill some of the probes, too, while you're at it, if you can. Heading on back. He hits his defeat. Infection not able to do this thing. Small group of Adepts. Okay, a large group of Adepts taking out a Queen very easily. Trying to get rid of some of these creep tumors with Observer support here. Infection says, help! I have 2 Broodlords killing my stuff. Send some Infestors. Okie doke. Oh, Infested Terrans taking out a Broodlord. Nicely done indeed there, my friend. And everything is happening. I mean, I'm trying to pay attention, and it's just absolutely insane. These Broodlords should be able to deal with these buildings fairly darn quickly. Here, any Infestors deal with these? No, not at all. So Broodling's trying to kill stuff. Lemonite saying, I'm coming. I'm bringing my infestors to try to deal with things. This base is completely gone for rush, though. And how are we looking for money? Can we check that? Yeah. A lot of money for Orangutan. A lot of money for Manny, too. So Team North is not out of this thing yet. Even though most of the map looks like it has been taken by Team South. Losing that space hurts. And once again, there just isn't an answer to the Broodlord. I mean, they have the upgrades, right? +3 Flyer Carapace. So hard for infested Terrans with no upgrades to kill these things. Throwing down broodlings from both sides, killing these cannons, because you know what? It doesn't really matter. Free units are good. This is so many zealots and so many adepts, though, against so many queens and spine crawlers. The broodlings, are they going to come assist with this thing? I don't know. They're trying to get there. They're just so slow. Moving back and forth here. Another attack up here with zealots is being cleaned up by spine crawlers. The adept count is huge right now. How many adepts is that? 55 adepts, more than I've ever seen, I think, in any game ever in the history of mankind. Spine crawlers stabbing away here too. Queens taking shots. Memphis says, I think I got his tech. Yes, did take down the Greater Spire. Nicely done. All those guys are going to die, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Getting trapped in a corner, though, is where the zealots do not want to be. It's harder to trap the adepts just because of psionic transfer. You can get the heck on out of there. I think fewer adepts have died than zealots in this game just because of their mobility. Let's take a look at the income tab. Harvesters 25, 0, 0, 11 for Team North, 33, 22, 66, and 34 for Team South. Looking A-okay on that count as well. Adepts just rocking through and get rid of all of these spine crawlers to assist. There's Zealot Brethren, I think that's what it is. And now Psionic transfer themselves away, just pushing forward, taking so many losses, they just don't care. They want to kill this hatch, need to focus that thing down. Don't worry about broodlings, kill the hatch. Kill the hatch. There we go. Now killing the hatchery. Does end up falling there. Manny has rage quit the game. Manny's out. Is Orangutan all that is left right now? Orangutan looks like he's the only one that is left right now, as Spectre Serum is out, as well as that fat guy. So can the Broodlords do this thing? I don't know. I'm going to say it really came down to the fact that a Broodlord player did not just send a group of 5 or 6 Broodlords to just maraud and kill everything they could. Just send them down here, left to right, sweeping left and right, killing main bases, killing workers, killing everything that they could. Because using them as defense just means eventually you're going to lose. I mean, playing defense forever and ever in a game of StarCraft 2 is just going to be the end of it. The Adepts, some stutter step micro on display here. They don't do that much damage against buildings, 13 damage per shot, but they do have a resonating glaives, which increases their attack speed by 45%, so that is not bad at all. So once again, so many dead zealots. I wish I could count the number of dead zealots in this game, but I can't because my interface has a hard time with monobattles. Trying to infestors finally showing up again, trying to deal as much damage with the infested Terrans as they can, and it's just, I mean, it's not much. It's really not much because the upgrades are so darn good on the Broodlords. Taking another base up here as Orangutan, or down here rather, and right now it's just base racing, man. It's trying to find stuff to kill stuff. This base is all that is left. Lama Neat says, so how do we get in there? And I think it's just going to have to be a brute force rush. It is hard to kill Broodlords with infestors. Indeed it is. I honestly think you just go in there with zealots, focus stuff down, kill the buildings you can. Where is his Greater Spire? Great question. He does not have one. He's having to replace his lair at this point. It's going to be a while before he gets one back. That base is in a lot of trouble. Orangutan tried to sneak it in there, tried to sneak the gold. It did not happen. Sending Overseers this way to that Broodlord count is 28. Send like 10 of them. Just go here. Blah, 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 blah. It's like mowing the lawn. Here. Blah, here. Blah. Right? Don't send everybody. Leave some stuff, obviously. Broodlings ready to rock. Oh, no observers here. That's rush or dies. Or rush die. It's not rush or die. Memphis says, I need some minerals to make another nexus here. Some more Broodlords taking down yet another hatch. I just think it's a matter of time for Team North. I really do. Spine crawlers being tossed on down. No big deal. Adept count still super huge. There's actually a probe trying to sneak through with these adepts. And finally getting out to go return the gas that he's taken. Fungal growth and infested turns. Can they get a kill? They're trying so hard, but again, no upgrades. No upgrades on these guys, and they only hit for 6, right? 5. It's only 5. Another fungal keeps them close. I guess you could chain fungal these guys, but I don't know. Infection's saying go here and snipe it. I'm not sure what you're talking about here. I mean, your best bet, all you can really do is just ignore the Broodlords, kill everything that you can. Very well done. Killing that extractor is nice too. Killing these two extractors and the spine crawler is going to assist you in your future dealings. Memphis says he doesn't have enough minerals. Some broodlings chasing these things around here too. I mean, it's a slow death right now. We've seen this before though. Wasn't the last Monobattle I did, everybody was kind of set up right here for the defense? This seems like this is sort of a last stand or die location. How much money do you have, orangutan? Quite a bit. Actually, he's now going for the hive. He's making spine crawlers. Is he making a replacement? He does have a replacement spire too. All right, Broodlords. If you're just going to play defense, you're going to lose this thing. Yep, another attempt at an expand here by orangutan gets completely knocked out of the sky. Broodlord desperately trying to kill this base on its lonesome. Cannon trying to stop this on its lonesome. No, can't quite pull it off. All those infested Terrans could not kill that one Broodlord in the time it took the Broodlord to run away. I mean, it's not looking good. Hive's just about to finish here. Spine crawler stabbing away too. Orangutan running that spine crawler away desperately now. And that's going to expire. Infection says neural parasite them. I mean, that's fine, but there are just so many. And neural parasite doesn't last forever. It's not an all-time mind control change here. Holy smokes. 25 Broodlords here. There's that greater spire again. Warping in here, Memphis, would be just instant death. Unless that's... Why? Oh, because the Corruptors can't attack. That's right. The Corruptors cannot attack because they are used solely to make Broodlords in the Monobattle. That's funny. That is funny. So this guy can stay here forever and warp in units. It's just they will all die. All right, 27 minutes into this game, we take a look at what everybody has left, Ogram. 24 Broodlords versus 17 Infestors, 2 Warp Prisms, 62 Adepts, and 52 Zealots. Now the question is, can the Zealots and the Adepts kill these buildings with Broodlings raining down fire upon their heads? I don't know. I don't know if they can. Neural Parasite says Infection. Oh, he did take one down. Nicely done. Did he get 2? 22 Broodlords. Yeah, 3 have been killed since the last time I checked. So these little hunting parties are doing something. It's just... I'm going in, says Infection. Are you ready? No, says Memphis. Wait. Wait for me. Oh my heck, that's another huge group of Broodlords. So that's 22. In production are 6, back up to 28 here. Infection says, everybody get ready. Warp Prism gets taken down by a Queen and a Spore Crawler. Taking bases everywhere is Team South. This is the corner of red. This is it. On your marks, he says. Get set, go! Here he comes. Here come the Adepts right into the mace here. They're going to try to get us around on the hive. Can they kill it? Throwing down as many neural parasites as they can to try to kill the buildings on the ground here, but that's not working super well. All of those guys are completely dead. The Adepts are trying to kill everything on the ground without killing Broodlings. That's exactly what you do not to be doing here. The Zealots are focusing down the hive, though. I can see that here. The hive is taking damage. It is slowly being whittled down. What do the Adepts want to kill? I don't know. This is absolutely madness. This is Sparta, everybody. Zealots desperately trying to kill buildings. Where the heck is that hive? There's the hive. 3, 2, 1. The hive is gone. The hive is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Can they get all the drones? How many drones are left? 6. 6 drones remaining. These Zealots are surviving fairly well, all things considered. And a lot of them being left behind to die, though. Orangutan has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. All that's left now is an extractor, some spine crawlers. Are there any queens available either? Are these buildings just going to die? The extractor's not, and that's it. That is it. Orangutan leaves the game. Team South is victorious today. Woo! 29-minute mono battle there. That was a good one. Broodlord player, once again, I'm going to say this and then shut up. Send the Broodlords down to kill bases. Leave some Broodlords home to defend. End of discussion. Thank you for playing. That's it. That's all I needed to do. As it stands, playing defense was just a losing strategy, as you can't kill stuff fast enough to actually prevent your buildings from dying, as is always the case in StarCraft 2. And that's it. So, pretty good, pretty darn fun Monobattle. Again, if you want to send me your Monobattle, go ahead and send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com. The longer the better, the more interesting, the better. Like if it's just a rush that lasts 3.5 minutes, I'm not interested. But as it stands, this one was good. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Monobattle upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.